Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson of World Alternative Media here for another Freedom Minute update. Imagine being totally independent, growing your own food, tending to your fruits and vegetables for 17 years. Then the government comes on your property, the property you paid for, and demands you dig up your garden. What would you do? Well, a Miami couple have been facing that ordeal for years. Hermine Ricketts and her husband, Tom Carroll, spent nearly 2 decades growing countless varieties of fruits and vegetables. Some so exotic, you couldn't find it in stores. Half the food they ate all year was homegrown. In May 2013, they received a notice from a code inspector from Miami Shores Village that they must dig up the garden. According to some words some moron wrote on a paper, the couple can't have a garden in their front yard. Just plain grass, sod, low-growing plants, and a minimum of 2 trees. They could, however, grow their garden in the backyard, but when the couple had first moved into the home, they attempted to grow a garden in their backyard, and due to the shade, they simply couldn't. Not that it matters, this is insane. Well, it gets even more ridiculous. On November 18, 2013, Ricketts and Carroll filed a complaint against the village claiming that the vegetable garden ban was illegal. The couple's attorney, Ari Bargil, argued the Florida Constitution protects the rights of all Floridians to grow food for their own sustenance. Well, on August 25, 2016, Miami-Dade Circuit Court Judge Monica Gordo ruled that prohibiting vegetable gardens in front yards doesn't restrict anyone's fundamental rights. Zoning regulations based on aesthetics are a legitimate government purpose, she wrote, despite the couple's argument that aesthetic requirements are ambiguous and enforcing them is essentially in the eye of the beholder. According to this article, the couple appealed to Florida's 3rd District Court of Appeal. But in November 2017, that 3-judge panel sided with Gordo's ruling. They plan to go to Florida's Supreme Court. So according to this extorter in a gown named Gordo, infringing people's property rights is not restricting anyone's fundamental rights. Talk about oxymoronic. To say that one of mankind's most basic rights is not a right is the height of absurdity. But that is where we're at, folks. Life, liberty, and property cannot be understated. They couldn't be more important for the survival of mankind. Life as in sustaining life with food. Liberty, which really is just doing as you please as long as you are not aggressing against others. And property, the fruits of your labor. A private contract to which others must adhere to or risk aggressing against you, which infringes all of the above: life, liberty, and property. This story may be a couple years old, but it must be remembered. We live in a time where government restricts people's ability to collect rainwater, attacks people for being self-sustainable, and attempts to push people into dependence. The government depends on our dependence, so it's no wonder why they don't like to see people be individuals outside the collective, independently sustaining their own life. We could all go on about this for days. The point is, people must rule themselves and never allow the state to infringe their most basic of principles, the non-aggression principle. We are witnessing a frog boil, and if we blink, we may see the last of our liberties drifting to the wind. Thanks for joining us for another Freedom Minute update. This is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.